Starters for race number 1. At the gate, gate is moving, all set for race 1 on this January 5th Saturday afternoon. Field of 8 starters for the first: Beesmark, Gilles Barriot, Blyce Last, Tim Merzetti, Shalimar Sentinel, Tony Watson, James E.B., Sean Shannon, Good Dear Good with John Davidson, Full Marbell, Todd Trites, Doc Smokin' Joe with Brian Moore, and outside, Wind at My Back, Dirk Duncan, 8 starters. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Blyce Last going for the early lead. Up on the inside is Beesmark from post 7 on the far outside. Doc Smokin' Joe as they race into the turn. Bit of confusion there, but up front your leader now, Beesmark. Racing second is Blyce Last, looking for the 2-hole trip. She'll get there. Racing in third now is Shalimar Sentinel. Looking at it from fourth is Full Marbell. Outside Doc Smokin' Joe left to go on. Now fifth on the outside. Then James E.B., Good Dear Good. And your trailer to the opening quarter is Wind at My Back. That opening quarter for Beesmark of 30 seconds flat. Beesmark is your leader. Racing in second is Blyce Last, third Shalimar Sentinel. Looking to get off the rail is Full Marbell, but on the outside of her is Doc Smokin' Joe. Then on the inside, James E.B., here comes Good Dear Good. He's out to move. And your trailer, Wind at My Back, also out for contention as they come through the stretch to the opening half. And your leader up front, Beesmark. He's your leader a length and a quarter. Blyce Last with the pocket trip second. Shalimar Sentinel still looks at it from third. That opening half in 3 and 1 as Doc Smokin' Joe gets on the outside to fourth. Locked in Full Marbell fifth, and Good Dear Good outside sixth. James E.B. seventh, and trailing eighth is Wind at My Back as they've hit the 5/8 now. Straighten into the backstretch, on to the 3/4. Beesmark starts to move out a bit, leading by 2 now. Beesmark and Blyce Last giving chase in second. Shalimar Sentinel has third. On the outside, Good Dear Good has come to fourth. Racing fifth is Full Marbell. 3/4, 1:34 and 3. Then it's James E.B., Wind at My Back, and trailing now Doc Smokin' Joe as the field moves to the 7/8. Beesmark. He's been on top at every marker. He's still your leader. Blyce Last still giving chase in second. Shalimar Sentinel has third. Off the turn for home, and it's Beesmark. Beesmark, Blyce Last, and Shalimar Sentinel, Good Dear Good in deep stretch. Beesmark looking to go coast to coast. It's tight, but it looks like Beesmark held on over Blyce Last. Shalimar Sentinel and Full Marbell, then Good Dear Good, James E.B., then Wind at My Back, and Doc Smokin' Joe. Time for the mile, 2:05. And parading back, the winner of race number 1. It's number 1, our first winner of 2002. It's number 1, Beesmark. Beesmark, a Roan gelding 4 by Beastmaster out of Tanelon Truly, she by Smog. Owned by John McGurk, Kensington, Prince Edward Island, trained by Ron Chamberlain. Gilles Barriot gets the catch drive this afternoon for Beesmark, picking up his first winning trip of the season, of course, and also a new lifetime best for the horse, 2:05. Beesmark and 2:5. Starters for race 2 at the gate. Gate is moving. All set for race 2 of the day, a field of 6. Approaching top of the stretch, we have Woodmere Duster, Dirk Duncan. Lee's Lady Anne, Gilles Barriot. Dance Naked, John Davidson. Spear Choker with Brian Moore. Corky's Hoss and Man Game, Todd Trites. And outside Miss Tahoe for Tony Watson. 6 starters, race 2, here they come. They're off, and Lee's Lady Anne going for the early lead. Up on the outside is Spear Choker. Woodmere Duster on the inside. Dance Naked gets away fourth as they hit the turn. Then racing back in fifth, Corky's Hoss and Man Game, and your trailers Miss Tahoe as they pass the 8th pole and go on up the backstretch to the quarter. Your leader there is Lee's Lady Anne. Woodmere Duster takes the pocket trip second. Racing third and backing off is Spear Choker, now settling in third. Racing fourth, Dance Naked. Corky's Hoss and Man Game fifth, and Miss Tahoe sixth. That opening quarter for Lee's Lady Anne, and a quick 29 and 1. She's your leader by 2 lengths. Woodmere Duster second. Spear Choker third. Dance Naked fourth. Miss Tahoe on the outside. She moves from 6th, now 5th. And Corky's Hoss and Man Game trails as they come off the turn through the stretch. Here they come. racing to the opening half and up front. Your leader, Lee's Lady Ann, now but 2. Woodmere Duster outside. Spear Choker gives it a go from 3rd again. Racing 4th, Dance Naked. She's on the pylons in 4th at half and a minute, 4/5. Then Miss Tahoe with the 2nd over cover from 5th, and your trailer shuffled back. Corky's Hoss and Man Game as Woodmere Duster goes off stride in the pocket trip, and he is now trailing the field as they go on up the backstretch, and that leaves Lee's Lady Ann clear by about 4.5 to 5 lengths now. Racing 2nd and closest to her is Dance Naked. 3rd, Corky's Hoss and Man Game. Racing 4th up the inside is Miss Tahoe, the 3/4, 1:30 and 3/5. Lee's Lady Ann still on top. Dance Naked 2nd, Corky's Hoss and Man Game 3rd, Miss Tahoe 4th, Spear Choker 5th, and far back to Woodmere Duster. Off the turn for home, and Barrio looking to go coast to coast with a 2nd in a row. It's Lee's Lady Ann on the outside. Corky's Hoss and Man Game and Dance Naked in deep stretch though, not going to catch. Lee's Lady Ann, she wins. Corky's Hoss and Man Game on for the deuce. Then 3rd was Dance Naked. Miss Tahoe gets in for 4th, and 5th was Spear Choker and Woodmere Duster. 6th, time for the mile, 2:01 and 3. And parading back now, your winner of race 2, it's number 2, Lee's Lady Ann. A bay mare 6 by Tyler's Mark out of Lady Keystone. She by Keystone or entered by Colleen Clancy. Colleen does the training. Jill Barrio gets the call this afternoon for Lee's Lady Ann. Of course, her first winning trip of the year. Quick one this afternoon, 2:01 and 3. Lee's Lady Ann winning for Jill Barrio, his 2nd straight win on the afternoon, 2:01 and 3. Starters for our 3rd race at the gate. Gate is moving, all set for race number 3. A field of 5, Armbro Razor, Charlie Price. Scorpy, Todd Trites. Country Wedding, Dirk Duncan. Count Legacy, John Davidson. And outside Adara's Spirit, Gilles Barrio. A field of 5 for the 3rd race. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Country Wedding going for the early lead. She'll be challenged, though, as Scorpy is vying for the lead as well. And on the inside, Armbro Razor. They're 3 wide into the first turn as Armbro Razor takes your lead now. Racing 2nd. In the pocket is Scorpy, racing 3rd on the inside now. Count Legacy is Country Wedding, backs off to 4th and trailing Adara's Spirit as the field is now set. They're single file to the opening quarter, and Armbro Razor is on the engine today. He's your leader, a length and a half. Racing 2nd is Scorpy. That opening quarter, 29 and 3. Racing in 3rd, Count Legacy, then Country Wedding, and Adara's Spirit still trails this field as the field races towards the 3/8 and up front. And cutting it out, Armbro Razor. Racing 2nd, Scorpy. Racing 3rd is Count Legacy. 4th is Country Wedding, and 5th, Adara's Spirit. And out from 3rd, here comes Count Legacy out to challenge as they approach the half-mile marker. In front of the grandstand the first time, and it's Armbro Razor, Count Legacy, coming to call on the outside the half in a minute. And 3/5, racing 3rd. On the inside is Scorpy, 4th is Country Wedding, and 5th, Adara's Spirit as the field races on to the 5/8. And your leader is still Armbro Razor. Scorpy now gets to 2nd. On the outside, Count Legacy, Adara's Spirit works her way up the inside. She now gets to 3rd and is going up the inside as Country Wedding now trails 5th. On to the 3/4, and it's still Armbro Razor on top. Armbro Razor. 3/4, 1:31 and 1. Armbro Razor, Scorpy at the pylon 2nd. Count Legacy hanging tough 3rd. Racing 4th in the rail, Adara's Spirit. She's looking for racing room. And your trailer, Country Wedding, as they've hit the 7/8 now and make the turn for home. And it's Armbro Razor, your leader. Armbro Razor, Scorpion on the outside, Count Legacy. Adara's Spirit coming up the inside. In deep stretch, Armbro Razor, Adara's Spirit. But it's Armbro Razor, Adara's Spirit gets the 2nd place finish. Then in for 3rd was Scorpy, 4th Count Legacy, and Country Wedding 5th. Time of the mile, 2:02 and 2. And back to Victory Lane now. Your unofficial winner of race 3, number 1 Armbro Razor. Armbro Razor, a bay gelding, 7 by Direct Scooter, and a very smooth. She by Oil Burner. Home Murray Calder of St. John, trained and driven by Charlie Price for Armbro Razor. First win of the year, 202 and 2 for Armbro Razor. Our third race in a row that the winner has gone coast to coast. Armbro Razor wins in a time of 202 and 2. Starters for the fourth race are at the gate. Gate is moving, all set for the fourth. As we have a field of 5, and they're approaching the top of the stretch. Hughes return off the rail for John Davidson. Leaving 2, Princetown Judy, Brian Moore. In the middle, River King, Charlie Price. Scoring from 4 is Happy Ave, Mark Haig. And the outside 5, Post to Chip in the Pocket. And Dirk Duncan, 5 starters, race 4. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Princetown Judy getting out of there the quickest. Happy Ave on the outside. Chip in the Pocket is 3 wide into the first turn. Princetown Judy on top. Happy Ave settles in. Racing now second. That leaves Chip in the Pocket. Left to go on from third. Racing fourth is Hughes return. Is Chip in the Pocket. Now gets in the 3 pocket. Racing in fourth, Hughes return. And trailing fifth is River King as they move to the opening quarter, and your leader, Princetown Judy. A good place to be, it seems, today off the front. Princetown Judy. She's on top that opening quarter, 29 and 3. Princetown Judy, Happy Ave is up tight second. Racing in third, Chip in the Pocket, Hughes return. About 2 lengths back in fourth. Racing fifth is River King as the field hits the 3/8 and come off the turn. Through the stretch, here they come racing in front of the grandstand for the first time, and Brian Moore has Princetown Judy on top this afternoon. She's your leader. Happy Ave second, Chip in the Pocket third. Hughes return fourth. River King is a closer fifth. That opening half, 1:01. It's Princetown Judy still on top. Racing in second, Happy Ave. He's had the pocket trip. Racing third and out and going goes Chip in the Pocket. Out from third, then Hughes return fourth, and River King still trails fifth as the field goes on up the backstretch, racing to the 3/4, and it's Princetown Judy on top. Up the inside, Happy Ave second, Chip in the Pocket. Outside third, Hughes return, and River King rounds out this field, the 3/4. In 1:32, Princetown Judy, Happy Ave, and on the outside, Chip in the Pocket is still hanging tough there third. River King on to fourth, and Hughes return is now your trailer in fifth as the field hits the 7/8. Off the turn now for home, and Princetown Judy is still in command. Princetown Judy, Happy Ave breaks free from the pylons, but they're not going to catch Princetown Judy. She's our fourth to take it wire to wire. She wins over Happy Ave, in for third, Chip in the Pocket, then River King and Hughes return. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 1. And parading back now, your unofficial winner, now official winner of race number 4, number 2, Princetown Judy. A bay mare 6, but cruising Yankee out of Tina's Puppet, she by Puppet. Owned by Wendell Shaw of Summerside, trained and driven by Brian Moore. Princetown Judy wins this afternoon, her first start of 2002, 2:03 and 1. Princetown Judy and Brian Moore winning 2:03 and 1. Starters for the 5th race at the gate. Gate is moving. Here's how they line up for our 5th race. Shalimar Sentinel off the rail, Tony Watson. Then we have Fulmar Bell, Todd Trites. Wind at my back, Dirk Duncan. Then in the middle we have Doc Smokin' Joe, Brian Moore. Beastmark, 5, Jill Berrio. Leaving 6, Good Dear Good, John Davidson. 7 is Blyce Last, Tim Merzetti. And the outside post, James E.B. Sean Shannon, field of 8. Here they come. They're off, and Shalimar Sentinel trying to use the rail to his advantage. He goes for the early lead. Racing second, Fulmar Bell. On the outside is Wind at My Back. Right there, Good Dear Good gets away fourth. Doc Smokin' Joe settling in fifth. Then Blyce Last, Beastmark, and your trailer, James E.B. to the opening quarter, and Shalimar Sentinel. He steps out with a 2.5 length lead now. Racing in second, Fulmar Bell. Good Dear Good is racing third. Looking at it from fourth now, Wind at My Back. Then Doc Smokin' Joe fifth. That opening quarter, 30 seconds. And back in sixth is Blyce Last, Beastmark, and your trailer is James E.B. as the field moves towards the 3/8. And Shalimar Sentinel on top. Racing second, Fulmar Bell. Third, on the inside is Good Dear Good out to move. Here comes Wind at My Back now on the outside to third. Good Dear Good on the pylons, fourth. And out and moving, here comes Doc Smokin' Joe following the cover, and out from second plucks Full Marbell as they approach the half mile, and they're past that marker in 1:02 now. And Shalimar Sentinel is still your leader. He's on top a length on the outside. Full Marbell second. Inside, Good Dear Good third. Outside to Wind at My Back, fourth on the outside. Then Doc Smokin' Joe inside, fifth. Racing sixth and closing in Blyce last, then Bismarck. And your trailer, James E.B., as the field races and gets bunched up to the three-quarter pole. And Shalimar Sentinel on top, and on the outside, Full Marbell has got there now for Trites. Three quarters, 1:33 and 2. It's now Full Marbell on the outside. Wind at My Back coming to call now second. Racing third, Shalimar Sentinel. Good Dear Good comes off the pylons to challenge from fourth. Then it is Doc Smokin' Joe, Blyce last, Bismarck and James E.B. down the stretch. And it is on the inside, Full Marbell, Wind at My Back on the outside. In deep stretch, Full Marbell is going to hold, and she does to win over Wind at My Back. Then tight for third, looks like Blyce last on for third. Then Good Dear Good, Bismarck closing fast. Then it was Doc Smokin' Joe, James E.B., Shalimar Sentinel. Time of the mile, 2:04 and 3. Parading back now, your unofficial winner of race number 5 at 6, Full Marbell. Full Marbell, a bay mare by 5 by Fulmar Sealster out of Princess Consort. She by Queen's Consort. Owned by Debbie Price and Ed Ballou. Charlie Price, trainer Todd Trites gets the call this afternoon. Full Marbell wins the second half of our double dash, winning in 2:04 and 3. Full Marbell, 2:04 and 3. That equals her best from last year. 2:04 and 3 for Full Marbell. Starters for the 6th race are at the gate. Gate is moving. A field of 4 as they approach top of the stretch. On the rail, Baby Ransom, Gilles Berriot. From 2, Bordertown Armor and Todd Trites. Leaving 3, Ender Off Bluegrass and Tony Watson. And scoring the outside 4 post, H.F. Williams Pride, Brian Moore. Here they come. They're off and pacing in from the inside, Baby Ransom. Ender Off Bluegrass is leaving. H.F. Williams Pride, but up the inside, Bordertown Armor as the 4-horse field dip into the first turn. And Baby Ransom is on top by a length and a half now. Bordertown Armor gets away now, racing second. Racing third up the inside, H.F. Williams Pride. And taking a seat at the back of the pack will be Ender Off Bluegrass as they make their way to the opening quarter under a tight rein. It's Baby Ransom on top, taking no prisoners to the opening quarter by that marker, 29 and 2. Baby Ransom on top by about 2.5 now. Bordertown Armor racing second. Ender Off Bluegrass is third, and H.F. Williams Pride back in fourth. As the field heads towards the 3/8 and up front, cutting it out, Baby Ransom is your leader. He's the post-time favorite. Racing in second, Bordertown Armor third. Is Ender Off Bluegrass, and trailing and making a break once again is H.F. Williams Pride. That leaves 3 of them to the opening half, and Baby Ransom took them by the opening half in a minute, 4/5. Racing into the turn, Baby Ransom. Racing second is Bordertown Armor. Third is Ender Off Bluegrass, and back in fourth, H.F. Williams Pride as the field hits the 5/8 and go on up the backstretch. Racing to the 3/4, Baby Ransom still on top. Racing second, Bordertown Armor. Ender Off Bluegrass third, and H.F. Williams Pride is fourth. Under a drive now is Baby Ransom. 3/4, 1:31 and 1. Bordertown Armor has been sitting pretty. He'll move and now does from second. Racing third is Ender Off Bluegrass, and far back H.F. Williams Pride as they come off the turn. Baby Ransom inside. On the outside, Bordertown Armor coming on. Bordertown Armor comes pacing to the top. Baby Ransom, Ender Off Bluegrass on the outside with a late rush. It's going to be Bordertown Armor winning though. Ender Off Bluegrass on for second, Baby Ransom third, and H.F. Williams Pride finishes fourth. Time of the mile, 2:01. Your unofficial winner of race 6, number 2, Bordertown Armor. A brown gelding 6 by Our Daily Bread out of Armbro Meteor. She by Praise Dignity. Owned by John McGurk and Bob Bonus. Kensington, Prince Edward Island. Trained by Ron Chamberlain. Todd Trites driving. For Bordertown Armor, he wins a new lifetime record for the horse this afternoon. 2:01. New lifetime mark for Bordertown Armor as he wins. 2:01. Starters for the 7th race at the gate. Gate is moving. Our feature of the day, a field of 5 as they approach top of the stretch. We have Bert Tonight, Brian Moore. How's She Cuttin', Gilles Barrio. Mr. L, Todd Trites. Don't Let Me Down with Steve Mason. And scoring 5 to the outside, Exeter Exclusive. And John Davidson, 5 starters, race 7. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Bert Tonight going for the early lead. Uncontested is How's She Cuttin'. Cuts into the 2-hole. Now second, racing in third is Mr. L. Don't Let Me Down gets away fourth. Exeter Exclusive 5th. Just like they left, 1 through 5. That's the way they're sitting as they straighten into the backstretch. Going to the opening quarter, Bert Tonight on top. How's She Cuttin', the pocket trip racing second. Mr. L is racing in third. Don't Let Me Down fourth and trailing 5th. Exeter Exclusive is Bert Tonight and Brian Moore. Takes them by the opening quarter in 30 3/5. Bert Tonight, How's She Cuttin'. Mr. L still looks at it from third. Racing fourth is Don't Let Me Down and trailing Exeter Exclusive. No movement yet as the field heads towards the 3/8. They're by that marker now and come off the top turn. Through the stretch and here they come. Racing to the opening half and up front. It is Bert Tonight, How's She Cuttin' second. Racing third, Mr. L. Still no movement as Don't Let Me Down looks at it from fourth and Exeter Exclusive. Back in 5th. That opening half for Bert Tonight, 1:03 as they race into the turn and drive to the 5/8. Bert Tonight racing second. How's She Cuttin' third. Mr. L. He comes off the rail now to challenge. All kinds of movement now as Exeter Exclusive. He makes his way quickly to fourth on the outside and going on. That leaves Don't Let Me Down shuffled back to 5th. The 5-horse field is bunched to the 3/4. On top, Bert Tonight on the inside. Mr. L outside, 3 wide. Exeter Exclusive 3/4 in 1:34. It is still Bert Tonight on top. Up the inside is How's She Cuttin'. Mr. L third on the outside. Exeter Exclusive trailing back in 5th is Don't Let Me Down as the field comes off the turn for home. Bert Tonight, How's She Cuttin' will give it a go in deep stretch. Bert Tonight on the outside. How's She Cuttin' digging in. Down in deep stretch. Bert Tonight, How's She Cuttin' coming on. They're tight. Too tight to call. Then in for third was Don't Let Me Down. Mr. L finishes 4th and Exeter Exclusive 5th in the mile. 2:02 and 3.
Now, making his way to the winner's circle is number 2, How's She Cuttin'. She is a bay mare 5 by This Cam's For You out of Emily G. She by Abercrombie. She is owned by the Clonmel Stables. Ross and Don Galbraith of St. John, New Brunswick. Donnie Galbraith trains. Gilles Barrio drives for her first start and her first win of the season. She wins today in 2:02 and 3. The last quarter was in 28 and 3. And a driving triple to mention for Gilles Barrio wins today with Bismarck.
All set for race number 8 with a field of 7. Shuffle the decks is scratched. We have Aaron M. Down, Gilles Barrio, Waterside Apache, Charlie Price, Rambo's Reflection, Tony Watson, Susie Poozy, Dirk Duncan, Aaron Islands, Todd Trites, JP, John Davidson, and Dusty Davey, Tim Merzetti. Field of 7 for the 8th and final. Here they come. They're off, and Aaron M. Down steps out for the early lead. Up in between horses, Susie Poozy way wide. That is JP, and JP quickly grabs the top now. He's your leader racing in second. Is Aaron M. Down, Susie Poozy third. Racing fourth, Waterside Apache. Then up on the outside, going on to 5th now, that is Aaron Islands, Rambo's Reflection. Looks at it from 6, and your trailing horse is Dusty Davey. To to the opening quarter, and JP on top, leads a length and a half. Aaron M. Down is second, racing third. After a quarter of 29 and 4, that's Aaron Islands now on the outside. Going on now to third, Waterside Apache is racing in fourth. Susie Poozy looking at it fifth. Then it's Rambo's Reflection and trailing Dusty Davy as the field hits the 3/8. And up front, cutting it out, JP leading by a length. On the outside, Aaron Islands, he's been parked, still driving second. Aaron M. Down sitting pretty along the pylons third. Racing fourth outside, Waterside Apache. Then racing in fifth, Susie Poozy. Not half in a minute, 2/5. Then it's back to Rambo's Reflection, and Dusty Davy still trails as the field heads into the turn, driving onto the 5/8, and on top JP. Outside and driving hard still, Aaron Islands, he's been parked. Racing third on the inside, Aaron M. Down, Waterside Apache, looking to pounce from fourth. Racing fifth is Susie Poozy in along the pylons. Then on the outside, Rambo's Reflection, and trailing is Dusty Davy. The field getting a bit more bunch, the 3/4, 1:31 and 1. On the outside now, Aaron Islands has grabbed the top. Aaron Islands, JP, Waterside Apache. Aaron M. Down looks for racing room. Rambo's Reflection on the outside. Then Susie Poozy and Dusty Davy off the turn for home. And it's Aaron Islands on the outside. Waterside Apache coming on in deep stretch. It's Waterside Apache now to the top. Waterside Apache, JP back on, and Rambo's Reflection, but it was Waterside Apache. He wins the 8th and final. Time for the mile, 2:03.
And now, parading back to the winner's circle is number 2, Waterside Apache. He is a brown horse, 5 by Scorpion, out of Unequaled, she by Amity Chef. Owned by Charlie Price, Nowidjewak, New Brunswick. Charlie does the training and driving. Gets his first start, first win of the season. Wins today in a mile of 2:03. That's 2 winners on the day for Charlie Price. He won earlier with Armbro Razor. And here he won with Waterside Apache. Waterside Apache and Charlie Price.